Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is Tina Mar and over here we talk reactions and reviews. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go. What's goody everyone? How's everyone doing? I hope everybody is doing okay today. Here we go you guys, yet another reaction video. Alright y'all, we gonna talk really quick. Y'all know how we do. We're gonna have to do another video where we just got some stuff playing in the background, y'all, and you just gonna have the sounds of my voice. So y'all, today we're gonna talk about Reese Life, Strongmommy Chrissy, and the infamous Passa lady. Okay, y'all done gave this woman a new name. She's Passa lady to me now. So yesterday, if you didn't catch it, Reese Life did a live where she was letting people know that this situation with Chrissy and the pastor was, I guess, not a scam. I guess that's what I'm taking it as. Y'all let me know down below what y'all think. But she was letting her audience know that she's not in cahoots with Chrissy or the pastor in that respect. She was just giving the pastor a platform to tell her story. So y'all, at this point, I want to say shout out to Reese for having 1,000 people in her live, y'all. I was like, y'all will be coming for that TT. And y'all most definitely showed up and showed out for that live last night. But y'all, now I'm at the point, like, help me out, okay? So, because I'm thinking, right? That's what we do over here. We talk and we think and we discuss what's going on in this YouTube streets or in this YouTube community. And y'all, I'm thinking, okay, so the pastor has told her story about the $150 promo deal that her and Chrissy had together, and it didn't happen. So we know the other day, Chrissy went live to discuss her side of the story. And based off Chrissy's conversation, I just got that Chrissy doesn't recall having a transaction with this woman. Although the pastor said that they did because she gave receipts of the transaction. But on Chrissy's behalf, nothing happened. So yesterday in the live, you guys, the pastor basically was retelling the story a little bit, and she emphasized the whole $150 scam over again. And she said some things in that live, you guys, that I found very interesting. Okay, now I know a lot of people, so look y'all, we're gonna do this, okay, for conversation's sake. We're gonna say the $150, y'all, we're gonna put that to the side for a minute, just for a minute. Okay, not for long, just for a minute. A lot of people are questioning the pastor's intentions, right? A lot of people want to know, why did the pastor seek Chrissy out to promote her gospel music? Well, yesterday, the pastor said that she really didn't know about the drama Chrissy was in. The pastor said she saw 2 videos. She saw a what my kids eat in a day and a cleaning video. And I'm assuming from her conversation, she had an epiphany that, she could have Chrissy promote her song, right? And all I want to do is I want to question that, okay? If I could have a conversation with the pastor, I'm gonna give this question to the pastor and I'm going to give it to you guys. For the most part, when you find new channels and a video is recommended to you and you are interested by the thumbnail, the title of the video, y'all click on it. For the most of y'all who are watching this video, it was recommended to you, and by the title, you were interested in what I had to say. So when you clicked on this recommendation of this, I'm gonna just use this video, what my kids eat in a day, and you saw her children, you saw her interacting with her children. Okay, you like what you saw. For the most part, most of us who started watching Chrissy is because we watch videos of her engaging with her children, and we are intrigued by this woman and how many kids she has, and we're curious, like, how you do it, sis? You got 9 kids and you by yourself, sis, how you do it, right? So this woman said that she saw these 2 videos, and all I want to know is what happened to the videos in between. For the most part, when I go to a channel and I click on a video, yes, I clicked on the video that brought my attention to this channel. But while I click on this video, I'm going to pull up other videos and I'm going to scroll through to see what this channel is about. Most of the time, that's what we do. When we're trying to find out what a channel is about, because a video was recommended to us, we're going to check to see what else is going on. But from the pastor's conversation, that really didn't happen. She stated in that live yesterday, in that interview, that she didn't know the drama that Chrissy was having in her life to after the money transaction had happened. And I'm just thinking, how is that so? You saw 2 videos of this woman and you didn't see any more? Yeah, I find that highly unlikely, right? So I'm listening to her interview with Reese, and I'm like, okay. And so as she was talking, she also said that she deleted her Instagram. The Instagram that she initially had to interact with Chrissy for the whole transaction, yeah, she doesn't have that Instagram anymore. And I'm thinking to myself, but sis, why did you delete your Instagram? I mean, obviously that's your business, but it's only been 2 months. Like what happened that made you delete your Instagram? So now you're in a situation to where, Chrissy was saying in her live, DM me. And if you DM her with the Instagram you initially DM'd her with, then all your conversations will come up, right? But if you deleted that Instagram and you DM her and say, hey, I'm the pastor, how does she have any proof of your initial transaction? Now, obviously, the woman can send her the receipts of the Cash App. So I'm hoping if you said you deleted your Instagram, sis, I pray you didn't delete the Cash App. Because at this point, like, what's your proof? Because you don't even have your Cash App anymore. But I guess she did screenshot her Cash App because, one of those receipts was put in Reese's live. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm looking at this pastor real side-eyed. Because it's like, at this point, it's like, okay, $150 was taken from you. It's been 2 months since that happened. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really feel like after about 2 weeks from the first initial interaction between her and Chrissy, and her and Chrissy set up this deal, and Chrissy gave her the 3 business days, and after maybe 4 days, the woman was like, ma'am, are you going to do the video? I mean, I paid you. Are you going to do the video? I think after maybe about 2 weeks of this woman going back and forth with Chrissy, she, in her mind, charged it to the game. She had to, because 2 months went by. And then I believe what happened was she probably saw one of Reese's videos where Reese did a call to action and basically said, if anybody out there has had a business transaction with Chrissy and then it didn't fall through because of the whole lash situation, y'all email me and let's talk about it. And I'm assuming once this pastor saw Reese's video, that's what she did. But that just makes me feel like if you're watching Reese, then you had to been watching more of Chrissy. But y'all, I just really feel like the pastor is trying to really portray herself more as a victim, which the $150 situation, I'm not trying to minimize that woman money being taken, because I get it. I understand. But it's like at this point, okay, like, have you reached out to Chrissy? So now my thought is, have you reached out to Chrissy? Like, you have done interviews with Reese. Chrissy went live the other day. She was on live for 1 hour, 59 minutes to be exact. And sis, you never showed up to that live. And then you interview with Reese again. And in that whole interview, I never heard that lady say, since we last talked, Chrissy and I have communicated and I got my money back. Yeah, that woman hasn't said that. Like, she keeps talking about how Chrissy took her money, but since you said nothing about now, how you were able to get your money back, or if you got your money back. It's like, are you really wanting to tell the story of her taking the money? Or do you want to tell the story of her taking your money and now you have received it back? Because she hasn't mentioned that, you guys. The woman didn't say that at all in that interview. So it just got me real curious. Like, what, ma'am? Like, y'all look, pastor lady, what are your intentions? That's all I want to know, you guys. Y'all let me know down below how you're feeling about this. This is just a prime example of when you are conducting business with somebody, you really need to check out who you're dealing with. I'm going to give y'all an example. The women who I have shouted out on my channel, and shout out to y'all. I mean, a couple of these women have already reached their goal of subscribers that they were trying to obtain from these shout outs. But most of those women, if not all of them, who reached out to me are following me. Like, they know what my channel is about. And that's the reason why they reached out to me, because they vibe with me and they wanted me to shout their channel out. So my thing is, if you've been watching Chrissy, which she says she only saw 2 videos and she didn't know about the mess to after the transaction, but it's just like with anything else. You need to check out what you're doing before you commit to something. It's just like when you go out of town, right? You getting ready to go out of town and you need a hotel. You've never been to this hotel a day in your life. You don't just look on the internet and see that they got a cheap room and book the room. What do you do? When you go to that website, what do? You look at the virtual tour of the hotel. You check the reviews out before you actually give this hotel your money and say, I'm going to commit to staying here. It sounds like to me that woman didn't do that. As a consumer, because that's what you are, a consumer, you are consuming Chrissy's product. You didn't check out everything to make sure that this was going to be a smooth transaction. And I know sometimes you can check out companies or businesses or people, and it appears that they are about the right. And then once you get in an entanglement with them, it shows that they're not right. And obviously this is this woman's situation. But y'all, at this point, it's like, okay, we have talked about the $150 promo that went wrong long enough. We get it, okay? So at this point, Chrissy, give that woman back her money. Lady, the next time you reach out to anybody for anything, you need to do your research as a consumer. Do your research so this won't happen again. Y'all, the pastor said one more thing in that live that I caught that was interesting to me. She basically said the reason why she was coming out with her story, because she don't want, just because Chrissy got her, she doesn't want everybody to think that they can get her like that. And when she said that, I'm like, well, sis, who is everybody? Like, everybody didn't know about your situation with Chrissy until you made it public. So when you said that you don't want other people to think that they can just slick you out of some money, who is everybody? That interaction was between you, Chrissy, and Cash App. Yet everybody wasn't involved in that. Now, unless this woman has been done like this before and she's just having some feelings that's coming back up, she's having, some reoccurring thoughts. That's the only thing that I can think of why she would make that statement. But for you to say that you're not going to you basically are talking about this because you don't want people to think they can just walk all over you. Well, who are people? Because this wasn't a public situation until you made it public. Y'all let me know down below what y'all thought. Look, this is crazy and ridiculous. And again, y'all, these are my thoughts and my opinions. And my personal opinion is that pastor lady obviously got some messy in her for her to be dealing with Chrissy the way she's dealing with her. And for you to keep regurgitating this story like you're regurgitating it. Like, we get it, sis. We understand $150. Nobody wants to charge that to the game. But obviously, you had charged it to the game because you let 2 months go by before you started reaching out to people to talk about you losing your money. I really feel like that woman had already swept it up under the rug once she went a couple weeks and didn't get her product or any interaction from Chrissy. And I know a lot of you guys are saying in the comments, well, it's not that easy to get your money back from Cash App. Well, how come it's not that easy? Because I've had situations where I had to get Cash App to give me my money back. Y'all, Cash App is no different than any other banking institution. Their monies are covered by the Federal Reserve. If you have an interaction with Cash App and it didn't fall through and you feel like you were swindled and you needed to get your money back, you start off with your bank to dispute the transaction. And most banks will make sure you get your money back. Yes, that woman didn't do that. So with you not reaching out to a bank or the Cash App entity, like, you didn't reach out to anybody to get your money back. And I'm going to just say she didn't because she hasn't said that. She hasn't said, yeah, Chrissy took my money, but you guys, I did get my money back because I disputed it with my bank. So what you not saying that just makes me feel like you have charged it to the game that Chrissy took your money. And then I guess when she heard Reese's call to action, I guess it started bringing up old feelings, and she felt like she really needed to tell her story. And you're telling your story, but sis, what's the solution? Like, you haven't even tried to get your money back. Chrissy has went live. You done did several interviews with Reese, and there's been no mention of you getting your money back. Like, that's the story I want to hear. Did you get your money back? Now, I'm talking about now. Now that everybody on YouTube, and obviously Chrissy and her mama, knows that you feel like you have been taken advantage of, sis, have you got your money back? Have you reached out to Chrissy since the other day when she went live? Have you done that? Like, that's what I want to know, y'all. Have you done that? That's what I want to talk about. Sis, did you get your money back? Like, we do understand you've been robbed, but sis, did you get your money back? Y'all let me know down below what y'all think. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Strong Mommy Chrissy. Y'all, that woman, she loved being the topic of a conversation. I really feel like she does. So you guys, we do know the other day on Instagram, I guess this past weekend, Chrissy had a TikTok theme party or a birthday party for her twins who turned 7. And y'all, based off what I saw on Instagram, I saw those kids had a really good time. It was Jasmine's kids and Ming's children. And obviously, Chrissy's children were there, and everybody seemed like had a really good time. It really looked like Chrissy showed up and showed out for those children. Now, I know what y'all thinking right now. Did she use the $150? Y'all, I don't think so, because that was 2 months ago. Trust me, that money has been spent, okay? So, y'all, I seen that they had a Kona ice machine truck, like the actual truck, where they making the Kona ices for you and handing them out. Y'all, she even had this big old inflatable waterfall, water slide situation. I don't know if she rented that or not. In Chrissy's situation, I pray she didn't rent it, because those things are expensive to rent. And y'all, I understand why she went all out as a mother for her daughters for their birthday. Because I guess she's just trying to show those girls a good time, the rest of the kids a good time, and how much she loves them. But I'm coming at a more practical point. Right now in our current situation, spending money very frivolously is not advised, right? It's not wise to do that right now, because we're living in times of such uncertainty. And right now, I understand the kids, being quarantined and locked down. This is something a lot of us have never experienced before. And especially for a child, it's hard restricting a child of things that they're used to doing, like going places and going to school and having fun. You can't really do that because of what's going on in our country or in our world. But when I saw how she had all this stuff, like that Kona ice machine truck, the little truck, y'all, that had to be expensive. Like maybe $300 to rent for a couple of hours. And that blow up, I don't know if she rented that water slide, if she bought it. I'm an error more on that she rented it. And, she spent a lot of money that weekend. And this is coming from a woman that we do know have had some issues with money here lately. Y'all, just a few months ago, she had to relocate from one state to another. And when she was in that other state, she, was evicted from her home. And I would just think, coming to a whole new state, you've only been there a few months, that she would use a little better judgment of how she's spending her money. At the end of the day, y'all, for most people, when we go through things, we try to learn from those experiences and we try to do better. Now, am I trying to count Chrissy's pockets? No. But as a mother myself and as a woman, and watching what this woman has been going through for the past, year or so, I just would feel like having the amount of children that she has, that she would be a little bit more cautious of how she's spending her money. Because at the end of the day, y'all, we all need to have rainy day funds. Because all of us is going to experience a rainy day. Some of us is going to experience more rainy days than others. But for the most part, most of us, if not all of us, are going to experience those rainy days. And when you have a rainy day, you want to be what? Prepared. You want to have your umbrella so you won't get drenched. And I really feel like Chrissy did all that to basically show out for her friends, to show that she could pull this off. And I think that's been Chrissy's biggest problem here on YouTube. I believe that's been Chrissy's biggest problem here on YouTube. She is so busy trying to show out and letting people think something is going on that obviously is not. And she spends too much time trying to convince people otherwise instead of just trying to convince herself. Y'all, that woman got 9 kids. Since you damn near got a birthday every month of the year, dang near. Right? Y'all, it be all the same. She just had a birthday, a few months ago when the whole Mamiana gang thing was going on. If y'all remember, if you followed Chrissy and Olivia and Jasmine, y'all know that when it was time for the live to be on Olivia's channel, they didn't go live because Chrissy said she had birthdays going on. So there's always going to be some birthdays going on in her house because she's a mother of 9 kids. And I just really feel like spending money like that, like, sis, that money could have been better suited doing probably a whole lot of other things. We've been talking a lot about, her being on an air mattress. Now, I'm hoping and praying that that's not still the situation, because if you go and spend all this money on a birthday party for one day, I'm hoping and praying that that air mattress has been deflated, wrapped up, and put back in the box and stuck in the closet, and there's a bed sitting on there, unless that's just how she wants to live. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all let me know down below what y'all been thinking or what you're thinking about that. But I'm interested in seeing this video. She just could have did a whole lot of different things to me with the money that she spent to still show those kids a good time. And, she probably got a birthday next month. It's like, when you do stuff like that for the twins and you got other kids, it's like you would have to do that, if not more, for the other children, because obviously the other kids are going to be like, well, you did all this for the twins, what you gonna do for me? You can't just hand them a card with $50 in it and you done went and spent $700-800 on a one-day birthday party. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all a little history. Many years ago, when my youngest son was like 3, I went to Chuck E. Cheese and I had him his birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Y'all, when I tell you, I think I spent about $450 on that birthday party. It was ridiculous. I spent a ton of money. And I told myself then that I would never do that again. Because if I go to my son right now, he's 15 now. And if I go to him right now and say, you remember when you went to Chuck E. Cheese when you was 3? He gonna say no. Now, obviously, her daughters are older. They're 7, so they have a better memory of this, of their birthday. And again, I bet they had a great time. But us as parents, y'all, we got to start doing things different, especially now in such uncertain times. We have to start thinking a little different about how we spending our money. To show your child you love them, you don't have to go and spend thousands of dollars on them. To be very honest with you, to show your child you love them is you setting them a legacy. So when you're no longer here, your love is still here. By doing something like a property or investments or some stocks, something, a life insurance policy, something that shows that although mama's not here anymore, and I'm speaking to my mothers, although mama's not here anymore, but here's something to take care of yourself. It's great to give, to have memories, right? And I understand Chrissy was probably just trying to, build some memories for the children. But going off the things that she has been going through, like I said, with the whole $150 situation, my personal opinion, I don't think Chrissy probably doesn't have a rainy day fund, because this is the same woman who about a month or so ago, it was unfortunately brought out that she had to borrow $50 from Olivia, her frenemy. So if you doing stuff like that, sis, it sounds like that you don't have a rainy day fund. And I would think that you would just use more judgment, better judgment. I'm going to say that, better judgment, by putting money up for those type of situations. I don't know, y'all. That was just my thought. Again, I guess because I am older, I think a little different. So when I watch these videos, and again, y'all, we just watching the videos, but when I seen what she did on Instagram and I seen some of what was going on, my first thought was, wow, sis, you spent a lot of money that I felt that you probably didn't have to spend. To me personally, what I would have done, instead of spending all that money for a one-day event, I would have spent that money on toys to put in the backyard that they could play with for the rest of the summer. Not just for one day. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know if you saw Instagram and what was going on with the birthday party. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know also about what you think about the Passa situation. And I most definitely will see y'all in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you guys, sub what you love. Bye-bye.